Welcome back to another episode of HTH Hot Takes and Headaches. I am Stevie Picks. To my left, or your right, we got Eric Hall. And then behind the camera, we have our lovely producer, Stick, who we love very much. And today, we're going to have no segment today. We'll get that out of the way because there's a lot of football to talk about. We got the college football playoffs first round, and then we got NFL Week 16 now, right? Week 16, we're sadly getting to the end. And yeah, we're going to get right into it because we got a bunch of games to talk about. We got the parlay at the end. We got a nice guest today we're going to have. Hopefully we can hit. Kyle Monungai will not be in the parlay. We get that out of hand. Yeah. But we'll get right into it to the Friday night game. Stupid that I like that this one's Friday night. I don't agree with the whole schedule, but we'll get right into it. Alabama traveling to Norman, Oklahoma. It's pretty much a pick 'em. Oklahoma is plus 1.5. So yeah, what do you think here?
Yeah, Alabama's been playing pretty poor lately.
Yep.
You know, not even lately. It's been the last month and a half. So Oklahoma's defense has been showing up. Well, you know, every game they played, and last time they played, Oklahoma did get the win. Huge pick six. So I think I'm just gonna go Oklahoma and just rely on that defense and make Alabama make some mistakes and just take advantage and have an ugly, close but winnable game.
Yeah, last time was in Bama, so I think this defense at home in the playoffs, I mean, Norman, standalone game, they did tweet out that all school activities are closed, but, there's no school going on. Yeah, so I didn't understand that. But did you guys also see the video of John Mateer in practice? They were doing a drill, and he just did, one step drop and just fell. It was awesome to watch. So everybody was saying Alabama, money line. But I like Oklahoma in the defense. I know I haven't been big on Oklahoma, but I'm not big on Bama. I think it's debatable that Bama should even be in it. But I'm going to take Oklahoma. I'm worried about the offense. But I also did place a bet on Oklahoma's first half team total over 9.5. I just feel like they're going to have to score. Yeah. They're going to have to score something because I do think Alabama, with all this practice, they're going to get it together a little bit. But I'm going to trust the defense as well. At home, give me Oklahoma on the money line. Hopefully they win because I would love to see them move on and play Indiana now. I just think this defense, every week we're going to be if they do win. I think the look-ahead line is -7 Indiana. The defense has got a chance every time. It's all about if the offense shows up. Yeah. But yeah, we'll move on to the next best game. It's at 12. We're going to be in College Station. Miami traveling to Texas A&M. Texas A&M favored by -3.5.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go Texas A&M. I'm a big Marcel Reed fan. I think he's a very good ball player. Miami is good. Obviously, Carson Beck, big quarterback. He's very talented. But yeah, A&M, man, they've been good. I know the strength of schedule hasn't been the greatest, but I just kind of been a Texas A&M fan a little bit this year.
Yeah, you have, and I love Miami. The spread has been reverse line movement. I love a good reverse line movement, but the also thing I would like if you remember back, Marcel Reed, he turns the ball over a little bit, something that people don't talk about because they usually get bailed out. And Carson Beck did go through that stretch against SMU that was terrible, but overall they've been taking care of the ball, and I love that. I love Malachi Toney in Miami. They got to get him the ball. I think he's a good playmaker, and I kind of trust Carson Beck a little more than Marcel Reed. Carson Beck's been in huge games before. Marcel Reed's a little newer to that, and they're coming off a loss last time they played against Texas. So I like Miami plus. I think they're going to win. I think they're as physical as SEC teams. Cristobal built the teams to be physical. He's got a great D-line. Ruben Bain is going to be a top guy in the draft. They got a great O-line that they built for these games, and I'm going to trust that they can go in there. The only way that I'll be shell-shocked, I'm nervous that if AM gets on them early, I think that it's going to be bad because they're in College Station, but yeah, I'm going to trust Miami here in this spot. But, all right, we'll move on to the games that sadly aren't that crazy to get into, and I hate that I would have preferred the one before been the night game, but we'll move on to 3:30. Tulane traveling to Ole Miss. Your Ole Miss Rebels, I think they're favored by 14.5 or 17.5. 17.5 they're favored by. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of points. I can't remember. It was 45-10 last time we played them.
Yes.
So,
but you had Lane Kiffin.
We did have Lane Kiffin, but obviously I'm going to go with Ole Miss. Support the Rebs there. Yeah, like you said, this is a G5 team. Ole Miss should win this handedly. So I'll take Ole Miss minus 17.5 also. I'm just gonna. I love Trinidad Chambliss. I think he's super talented. Can get it done with his legs, and he's got a great arm. Smart. I like his reads. Like, and early in the year when Austin Simmons was playing, that was my biggest problem, was him turning over the ball and like not reading the defense clearly. Trinidad, like he has a good balance of being aggressive but also making the right play. Mm-hmm. So obviously this game is, like I said, not that challenging for Ole Miss, you would think, but yeah.
Yeah, Trinidad is very good. He even finished the year in top 10 in voting. I think he was 7 or 6. Did it backwards.
There you go.
7 or 6. I think he was around there. I don't remember exactly, but I like Ole Miss here. The thing is with these games, because I think they're gonna be public too, but the thing that I can't get my head around, like I would be one to bet on G5 teams a lot during the year to go in and spoil some teams, but there's no look ahead spot now. Like this, Ole Miss has been locked in on Tulane. All they're worried about right now is Tulane. Like maybe they're thinking about Georgia a little bit, but they know that they have to go and win this game. They've been prepping for 2 weeks, and they got the better talent, the better offense, and I like Ole Miss here to go in and just do it again, because I know they got no Kiffin, but they got the same players, and if they need to run the ball with Kawan Lacey, I think they're going to do that fine, and if they need to throw the ball at Trinidad, I trust a ton. I think he's very good. Hopefully we get to see him play next year. I hope he gets to stay in college for another year. But with that, we'll move on to the last game in the college football playoff, round 1. We're going to be going to Eugene, Oregon, in Austin Stadium. JMU traveling into Oregon. Oregon's minus 21 currently, and I like Oregon here.
Yeah, I mean, these are your boys, James Madison here.
Yeah, I did. This one I got right exactly on the button. Now, did I have 2 G5 teams in? No, but I did have Duke win it all. Duke win in the ACC, so.
You're the sharpest.
A little sharp.
Yeah, kind of the same story of the prior game. Oregon, obviously have Dante Moore, very talented, and their defense has been quite good too. So, yeah, I like Oregon as well. It's obviously public probably, but like, what can you do in these spots really when they're playing a team that's not at the same caliber of them? So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little against that the NFL is playing at these games, but if they're going to put these games on, I'm a little glad that they're on, because this does stink. I know, like, we talked about the G5 a little bit, and I get that they've earned it in this, right? But I mean, this could be Texas or Vanderbilt. Like that would be electric if we got to see that. But we'll deal with what we got, because the next round will be awesome. But I like Oregon here again. James Madison's the only thing on their mind, and they have nothing going on. Their coaches are staying. I mean, they're all their coordinators are all gone, but Dan Lannon's staying. He's been there, hasn't been worried about anything else but trying. And I think they really believe they can win a national title. If you asked them to place them anywhere in the bracket, I think they would have asked them to place right where they were. A G5 team, and then you get to go play the Big 12 champ. I mean, that's exactly what they want. And then they would be looking at Indiana or we think Oklahoma. So, yeah, I like Oregon here to probably run them out the building, I think. JMU's offense hasn't been great this year. Even when they played Troy, they didn't look great. Their defense has been good, but they haven't played teams like this. And Oregon, they got an awesome quarterback, and they love to run the ball. Dante Moore, I think, could be coming up on his last games here. I mean, he's projected to go really high. He could stay another year, but, I mean, I don't think he'll turn down being a top 2 pick probably. So, yeah, give me Oregon here. And getting into our leans, like I said, I like Oklahoma. I like Miami. And then I did, it wasn't a teaser. I did alt line parlay. I did Oregon minus 13.5 and Ole Miss minus 9.5 and minus 115. That's what I'll be doing in the late games. I just can't get with the big numbers because they're going to be so public, so I'm going to move them down to a good football number that I like, and that's what I'm going to be riding.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like that. I like Oklahoma money line as well. And I really like Ole Miss minus 17.5, even with the points. I just think that we'll be able to score the ball.
That is the game that more people think have a chance to cover. Everybody's basically under that JMU's going to get blown out. People are scared that Ole Miss is no Lane Kiffin, and a lot of people do think Tulane's gotten better. But the same thing with, John Summerall is coaching 2 teams right now, too. Yeah. So he's not all the way in. And I'll tell you, Pete Golden, definitely has been all the way in. This is his team now. Yeah. This is his squad. He wants to make, they want to make a run. This is how he's going to prove himself. And
think of that story, man.
Yeah.
That'd be quite
even if they just go and beat Georgia, that's a story. And that's a good chance to keep recruits if they can go do that next round. So, yeah, I do like Ole Miss. I would lean to bet their real spread more than Oregon. Yeah. Just because 21's a lot of points.
21, that's a blowout. Certified.
Which I can see it. But also, JMU's defense has been good. But I guess against what competition is the question.
Yeah.
What about you, Stick? What are you liking over there?
I'm a little concerned now that we're all picking Oklahoma money line, but I like that.
Don't worry, the rest of America's not.
Really?
We could be. It's pretty. More people are on Alabama.
And then other than that, I like Texas A&M -3.5. I literally said a couple weeks ago that I didn't think Texas A&M would win a playoff game.
Yeah.
Just not the biggest Miami guy.
Yeah, these are two teams you didn't like. We talked about that.
Yeah.
You don't like either of these teams. And I'm not a huge fan of Mario Cristobal. I think he's a great recruiter, but he just can't get the talent to go. But they have turned it up a notch at the end of the year, even though it was against their teams. And I've been an A&M hater, and I do think that Miami's their trenches are built for these games. So that's what I'm trusting in.
Yeah. And then I do like your little alt line parlay. You got
free field to tail. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Hopefully for the night game, hopefully it's like a no sweat, like both teams cover by that much. But it still has to be a pretty decisive win in each game. But yep, we'll move on into NFL Week 16, and we'll start with the Thursday night game real quick. It already happened when you guys are watching this. Hopefully it was a good game. Rams going to Seattle. Seahawks are -1.5. What do you like here?
I like the Seahawks. I know they had that ugly win against the Colts and Phillip Rivers last week, but that kind of makes me like them even more.
Yeah.
Their defense is super good. Rams have obviously been phenomenal all year. Matt Stafford's leading MVP, probably going to win that. I like them to stop the run more than, because the Rams have good success on the run, and they like taking, deep shots, Puka, Devontae Adams, and then they get down the goal line and make things happen. They're very good in the red zone. But we saw this game last time. It was kind of a lower scoring, close game. But I think the Seahawks can get it done this time.
Is Adams playing? He's questionable, right?
I thought for sure after what happened, like they'd kind of maybe shut him down for the rest of the year because he's been dealing with injury all year. But I saw McVay say that he's still good. So.
Yeah, this is a huge game, so that's probably why. Yeah, I don't know. I can definitely change my mind. I do this on the Thursday night games all the time. Like I just don't know. Like the Rams have a good defense too, and I just trust Matthew Stafford more than I trust Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like we saw Sammy D last time, 4 picks against them. And I'm just going to trust in that. But I am worried that they do like to run the ball. They have Blake Corum and Kyle Williams, and the Seahawks are going to be able to stop the run, so it's going to be a lot on Stafford as well. I don't really like the under again. I know it was really ugly last time, but I feel like both teams are going to be coming ready to play on offense a little more than they were last time. Over-under is 42.5, but I think I'm going to take the Rams. Might not even take any side, truly. Probably some props, but then again, I don't know. Like it might be. It's hard for me to say. I might not bet anything, but I probably will. But I don't really love anything in this game. But hoping for a good game, and I would lean the Rams. And all right, like you said, Saturday games. We'll move on. Eagles at the Commanders at 5:00, 5:00 Eastern. Win for the Eagles and the Cowboys loss. They would take care of the division. Yep.
Did you say and or?
Win for the Eagles, they clinch.
Either or, yeah.
Okay, so either or. And the Eagles are -6.5 on the road.
Yeah, Eagles are banged up right now. Looking at this injury report right now, obviously Jalen Carter had that shoulder injury that sat him out last week, and I think people thought that would be a little bit longer. Didn't practice. Saquon Stinger did not practice. That I think he'll definitely play. Landon Dickerson, Lane Johnson, Zach Bond, Jalen Phillips, man. So, I mean, their defense is pretty beat up. Yeah. But I still like the Eagles in this spot. The Commanders have announced Jaden Daniels is done for the year, which makes sense. I've been saying this for like 3 weeks now. Obviously,
should have been a long time ago.
Yeah, but I like Mariota. I think he's a good player. But Eagles have so much more to play for. And they obviously have the more talented roster. Mm-hmm. So I like them -6.5.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to plug my nose and take the Commanders. I think everybody's on the Eagles. They saw them win 31-0 against the Raiders, and Commanders are coming off a win. I know it was against the Giants, but the Giants have also beat the Eagles this year. So I think a division game, that's a lot of points. I'm hoping maybe if, say, Saquon plays, it goes above a touchdown. That's what I'm hoping for. Maybe get it at 7.5. I definitely would like the Commanders more that way. I'm leaning the Commanders in this one, but it's gross. It's ugly. And, hopefully it's a good game. It's in the division, so it always can be interesting. And, Commanders do give a lot of touchdowns to Dallas Goedert. So maybe Dallas Goedert's to play again. But he did have 2 last week, so not sure about that. We'll see at the parlay. But we'll move on to the night game. No Micah Parsons. Packers are traveling to the Bears. Packers are still favored by -1.5.
Yeah, this one's tough. Because Micah is super, it's important to that pass rush. Obviously, they're going to need Rashawn Gary to step up in a big way to fill that void because, that hurts. I wrote down Packers. I could switch to the Bears, though.
Yeah.
Bears have just been playing well. They've gotten healthier on defense. It was close last time, relatively. So I put down Packers, but I could change that easily. And this is, a huge game for both teams. So, very, very important game. Packers are battling injury. I know Christian Watson's questionable right now, which he's always hurt. But, if he plays, obviously they have a lot better chance to score the ball, with him, Jaden Reed back now. So it's a tough one, but I think we're going to go Packers for now.
Yeah, I'm leaning the Packers. A lot of people are backing the Bears is what I've been seeing. Everybody doesn't believe in the Packers defense without Micah, but I know they lost last week, but they scored a ton of points against the Broncos. I think Jordan Love is playing really good. I think he's been one of the best quarterbacks honestly this year, of late for sure. And I just think that the Bears' defense is not that good. And they're coming off a cupcake win, even though I did think the Browns would have covered. I didn't bet on it, but I did think the Browns would have covered and kept it close. And I think the Packers, they just got that voodoo that they're going to beat the Bears like they always do. So I'm going to take the Packers here. I think Jordan Love is playing a lot better than the whole Bears team. The Bears are going to have to come in and run the ball. They can't get behind again like they did. Like last time, the Bears they almost came back. But they got down, I think, 2 possessions early. Can't let that happen again because the Packers are going to try to run the ball and keep that defense off the field now, I think. They're going to run the ball, play action, and take some shots. And hopefully Watson plays because he was huge last time when they played. Mm-hmm. He had 2 touchdowns, I believe. And, so I'm going to take the Packers here. And with that, we'll move on to Sunday. Well, we'll start with my Giants. Vikings are traveling in. Giants are 3-point underdogs, so the Vikings are favored. What do you like here?
I wrote down Vikings. I said, I think, yesterday, I like the Giants. More of a joke, but I could actually like the Giants. It's tough. Minnesota's coming off a great win against Dallas. Their offense looks so much better. J.J. McCarthy, 9, played very, very well. Justin Jefferson finally scored, I believe. So obviously they're going to try to target him against this weak secondary of the Giants. It's tough. But I think we should go Vikings -3. They have a better defense, and then if JJ can play somewhat well and put up 20-something points, I think they can win this game by 3.
Yeah, I'm backing the Giants, and I really liked them this week. I think everybody's going to be riding high on the Vikes. I mean, they just blew out the Commanders. It's about 31-0 the week before, and then they just got that huge win in front of everybody's eyes against the Cowboys. But Cowboys' defense is just as bad as ours, I think. Give me the Giants. I'm probably going to get by the hook. Give me Giants +3.5. I could see the Vikings winning on a field goal, but I do trust his offense to do something. I think we looked terrible last week, so hopefully Kafka gets the boys somewhat ready. And I think Abdul Carter played good last week, so hopefully he keeps trending up. And I'm going to take the Giants here to keep it close at home, play with some pride. And I like the Giants a lot. Everybody's going to be on the Vikings, I think. So that's where I'm leaning. And we'll move on to the other New York team who will be on the road this week, traveling to New Orleans. Saints are -4.5. Jets are coming in. Chuck's coming off a win.
Yeah, we got Brady Cook again. So battle of the rookies here. Chuck's been looking very good though, and especially in a matchup against the Jets defense, who has not been very, very good as of late. I like the Saints -4.5. But it would be kind of fun to watch the Jets sneak out a win here for no reason. Yeah. And not that I'm a big Jets guy at all. I pray for their downfall, which I get every single year. But, I like the Saints -4.5, but I definitely won't bet on this. I don't think this is just an ugly game. And I'd be more curious to watch an ugly game. That intrigues me a little bit. So,
yeah, I think this is a true spot to see if Chuck's got it. I mean, this is where he's going to throw the ball over, I think. I kind of like the over in the game. I don't think the Saints' defense is crazy good. The over-under is 40.5. I lean the Saints here, too. I think Chuck is showing that they don't maybe need to get a quarterback right now, and they can figure out other pieces through the draft and see what he's got. I mean, I think Kellen Moore is really looking like a good coach. I mean,
Kellen Moore's phenomenal.
Yeah, I think he's showing that he's got what it takes. I know they're 4-10, but they switched their quarterback, and they just beat the Panthers, who have been pretty good this year. So I think the Saints -4.5 here. I'm honestly shocked that it's a little smaller than what I would have thought with how the Jets played last week. Yeah. How are you feeling about the Jets this week, Stick?
Not great. I do like what you said about the over because Brady Cook did show some flashes of being able to move the ball, and that was against the Jags.
Jags defense is very good, I think.
Playing well, but I just have to read this stat quickly. The Jets special teams is on pace to finish as one of the best in NFL history based on DVOA. If anybody wants to go look into that stat, be my guest. They're at 10.8% right now, and the Saints in 2002 were the best ever at 11.8%. Great special teams, been loving that. But then you look at their offense and defense, and they are currently the 10th worst team in NFL history.
Really?
In terms of offensive and defensive production. So it's just a really, really sad tale.
You get a punt return touchdown, you get every other week, you know. This
yeah,
could be
maybe
a game.
Isaiah Williams anytime. Did he catch a touchdown? No.
Nah,
he got called back. So he almost had another one last week. But yeah, so hopefully the Jets, I mean, they would be good for draft position if they do lose. So hopefully they show some fight, but don't overall win. I think it's going to be tough to go in there and win. But we'll move on to a big game if you're thinking about it for the Bills. I mean, Bills are traveling to Cleveland. They're favored by 10 points. Browns are coming off getting their pants stripped off by the Bears. What do you like here?
Yeah, give me Browns money line.
Plus 455.
Yeah, plus 455. You know, obviously the Browns' run defense has not been quite stellar, and the Bills love to run the ball. They love running the ball 80 yards, and then Josh Allen does his thing in the red zone. But I just want the Bills to lose so bad. I hope Myles Garrett has a 7-sack day. Smashes the NFL record. He's at 21.5 right now, 1 sack away from tying the NFL record. And, you know, the other good thing about this is that hopefully, logically, he should get this record before week 18 so that nobody could, like, put an asterisk on it, you know, saying that he got the extra game. He is one of the greatest defensive players I've ever watched. He is phenomenal, and I hope he has an amazing day. I hope Shador throws for 500 yards, 6 touchdowns. I hope Quinshawn runs for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns and just blows out the Bills. So give me Browns money line. It's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to take the Browns on the money line or probably anything, but I would lean the Browns with the points. I just think everybody's going to be on the Bills, and the Bills' defense has not been great. I feel like I think they're going to be able to line up under center and run the ball a little bit with Junkins, and maybe they just got to show up. That defense, I know they've been struggling without their defensive tackle, but maybe I think it might be like kind of a low-scoring game for some reason because both teams are just going to want to run the ball. I mean, maybe you see a lot of big runs. But yeah, I like the Browns here at home. It's gross. Plug your nose and take it. I don't really see how you lay the points with the Bills on the road. They've shown how they don't travel greatly. And not to say that the Browns are the Texans, but that when the Texans play them, they sack the shit out of them. Mm-hmm. So maybe Myles Garrett gets in there and gets 2, like we said. And I think they might be able to keep it within that number. But yeah, we'll move on to a game that is maybe I mean, we did talk about the Jets and Saints, but at least you got draft capital involved with that one. This is like the weirdest game now. The Gardner Minshew Chiefs traveling to Tennessee, Kansas City minus 3.5.
Yeah. So I wrote down Titans money line. I'm not betting either way. I'm going to watch. Just more curious to see how Gardner Minshew does. Obviously, Pat Mahomes went down with the ACL tear. Apparently, he already got surgery. I still don't think that will give him the availability.
Yeah, he did it the same day.
Yeah, a lot of guys like doing that.
You got it the day of.
Yeah, that night of.
Wow. Huh.
I think it's actually shown that, like, because I saw a comment like, is this crazy? I think it's shown that it's better to do it as soon as possible, people are saying.
Yeah,
Recovery-wise, and, like, go ahead.
We've been seeing players come back from this injury quicker, obviously, as the years move on and technology advances. Jordan Brooks from the Dolphins, I think, has the quickest recovery. It was like 170-something days, I believe. So we'll see. Obviously, this is next year talk, but it's a story, though. No Mahomes, and the Chiefs are not in the playoffs, and we haven't seen this since, I don't know when. It's been a very long time. Tennessee's looked better, though. Their offense has been moving the ball. Tony Pollard, man, he's the GOAT, apparently. He's literally Barry Sanders in 1996. So it's going to be a fun game to watch. I'm going to go Titans money line, and not actually, but I'm just going to say that.
It depends on what Chiefs you get, because that defense is still pretty good. Like, they could show up and just shut them down, I think. But this is a lot of these players' first time playing for nothing, like not playing for much. And honestly, if you're a Chiefs fan, you got to start. This is the first time in a while you kind of would like to see the Titans win. You would not. You don't want to go up in picks. I mean, if you're the Chiefs, I feel like you got to have your eyes on Jeremiah Love. Get some offense in there and get some help in the run game. If Mahomes is coming back from injury, you're going to want to lean on that run especially to start the year. I think the Chiefs are really going to have their eyes on Jeremiah Love. I think that would be a huge pickup. That's what I've been seeing a lot. But if you win more games, you go 9-8, you're not going to have a great pick, and I don't think you're going to get him. So, but I just don't know what Chiefs you're going to get. I'm going to lean the under here. I think it's going to be ugly. I don't think Gardner Minshew is really going to do great. I don't think Cam Ward's going to do awesome. But other news with the Titans, that Cam Ward came out this week and said that he wants to be involved in the hiring of the head coach.
Really?
I don't know what balls he's really got to do that yet.
Yeah.
I mean, you were drafted first overall, so I guess they're not moving on from you. You got nothing to lose, and I get what he's saying because he is the guy that's coming in has got to be cool with them. So I never really seen someone do that.
To that point with draft position, it kind of seemed like the Chiefs wanted to lose to the Chargers last week because they could have. Yeah. I mean, I know it was Minshew and he had that bad pick, but they were in field goal range and they let Minshew throw it like past 10 yards. And I don't know. To me, it seemed like they didn't want to win. I don't know.
Go ahead.
I could see them like actually being like wanting to tank. Like these bad teams that should be wanting to tank, they don't because like they're like the bottom of the barrel. The Chiefs know how good they can be with Mahomes. So it's like, listen, we're already dead. Like we don't need to prove ourselves to anybody. We don't need to prove like our coach to our players. Yeah. They don't need any of that. They know where they are, and they're not going to be feeling any less confident going into next year. So getting that higher draft pick, in a class where a lot of quarterbacks aren't going to go, is huge. So I do think that they could be very much set.
And not a crazy talent people are saying either. Like people don't really love the draft as much as some other years. So some of these high value, like some of the high value guys like Caleb Downs, Jeremiah Love, who aren't positions that get drafted high, they're just so good that they're going to get drafted high. So I think I just think Jeremiah Love would fit great with them for what they're going to try to do. Because the Chiefs that we know, like the last couple of years, ever since Tyreek Hill left, they like to run the ball. So I don't think Kareem Hunt and Pacheco is really cutting it back there. So I think that would be a great move. But we'll definitely talk about the draft more when it gets closer. But so we both like the Titans here in a weird way, and just going to be a weird game. I think you're going to find out a lot about what the Chiefs are playing for this week. But we'll move on to a game I actually really like on the spread here. Chargers are traveling to Dallas. Dallas is favored, -2.5.
Yeah, I like the Chargers, and the only reason why I like the Chargers is their defense is they fly around, man, and they make receivers think twice before catching the ball over the middle. They're checking where the defenders are. Like Derwin James last week had some huge hits where she got cracked. So I'm going to go Chargers here. Just lean on the run. You can run the ball. I know they have Big Q and Kenny Clark making a difference in the run game, but listen, you have Omari and you have Kamani Vidal who've been both awesome this year, and you have obviously Herbo still coming back from this hand injury. The ideal game script for the Chargers is win the game on the ground and play good defense and hold this Cowboys team to less than 25 points. I think you have a very good shot.
Yeah, I love the Cowboys at home here. I don't really understand why they're favored. It kind of confuses me. But I mean, not many teams have been holding the Cowboys to not scoring that many points. I mean, the Cardinals, I think, is their lowest scoring game. Yeah, they just score. And I don't think the Chargers offense can really keep up right now. They haven't shown like they're doing anything good. And I just think the spot, looking at the spread, I think this is a Cowboys line. So I'm going to take the Cowboys, and even though they're not playing for much, but that offense is still good. And I think they were playing better than the Chiefs offense all year, in my opinion. So I'm going to take the Cowboys here to win and upset a Chargers team that I'm not a huge believer in. The defense is good, but the offense has just looked so stale to me. So I'm going to take the Cowboys at home. But moving on to a huge game for the playoffs here in the NFC South. Buccaneers traveling to Carolina. The Buccaneers, though, are favored by 3 points.
Yeah, I like the Panthers. I like Panthers money line. It just really depends on what Bryce we're going to get.
Yeah.
They're keep saying they're going to rely on the run game every week, but they've been letting Bryce Young more and more take shots downfield. Letting him do his thing. I mean, you draft this guy first overall. You want him to win you games. You don't want your running back to win you games. And the Buccaneers have just been stagnant. And I know they're getting Evans, his second week back now, getting healthier on the offensive side of the ball. Godwin, McMillan's back. Crowded receiver room, but the Panthers have a great pass defense. And I just like the Panthers. I think they're fun. And I want to see a new team come out of the NFC South there. So I'm going to go Panthers. Yeah,
the Panthers are right where they want to be. They don't want to be favored. They're not good at being favored. They stink at it. And I would buy the hook. I'm going to take the Panthers plus 3.5. I kind of like I kind of like the over because I know that the Bucs have been struggling and the Panthers defense has been good, but it just feels like maybe Baker's going to wake up a little bit. And the Bucs defense has not been impressing me. I mean, we saw Kirko Chains throw the ball all over him last week. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I think this is going to be a little bit of a high-scoring game, so I like the over 45.5, and I like the Panthers plus 3.5 to keep it close. And they kind of need it because I think it's going to really come down to the next game too. Because the Panthers play the Seahawks, I think, next week, and the Buccaneers play like the Dolphins or something. I would have to double check. But yeah, not a great setup for the Panthers. So yeah, I'm going to take the Panthers here with you. So that probably means the Buccaneers are going to blow them out. But yeah, we'll move on to a 1 o'clock game when we got the new quarterback coming in for the Dolphins. They announced Quinn Ewers is getting the start. Tua is getting benched with all that money that they're paying him. Crazy in my opinion, but he did look awful last week. My worst bet of the week, I bet on the Dolphins. But Bengals traveling to Miami, and they are favored minus 4.5.
Yeah, with the Quinn Ewers news, I'm going Bengals.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's tough because Tua has been so bad. But, like, they still have Devon Achane. And,
they're going to run the ball.
They're going to run the ball a ton. They're not going to let Quinn Ewers throw 5 picks. I think he played a couple snaps. I can't remember him doing too well in that time he did come in. But yeah, Joe Burrow's obviously in his sad boy era. I don't really know what he's doing, but
this is a good time to get out of his sad boy era and go rip it around Miami in some good weather.
Yeah, Dolphins defense actually has been very, very good as of late. They've been one of the best teams against the run, which in the beginning of the year they were the bottom. They were the worst team against the run. So they've had a big turnaround on defense, but I'm still going to go Bengals. They're going to throw the ball anyway. They don't want to run the ball with Chase Brown. They'd rather check it down. So I'm going to go Bengals minus 4.5, but yeah.
I like the Bengals here too, and I kind of like the over. I don't think the Dolphins' defense is that great. I mean, it was Aaron Rodgers last week, and they did do enough on him. And I think Joe Burrow is going to go in there and rip the ball around, and I think the Dolphins will be able to run. And I think if you got Devon Achane to fantasy this week, expect a lot of catches. I think they're going to try to get him out in space and get him going. Because McDaniel is playing for his job, even though I think he's won it. So I do think they're going to be playing hard. And I like the over here, but I like the Bengals. I think that Joe Burrow is going to do enough through the air. And maybe he'll smile this week. I'm not sure, but we'll figure that out on Sunday. But
now, what do you do in this quarterback situation now? You're benching Tua. You just paid him $212 million last year. And
nobody's going to want him.
No.
The only thing I can maybe think of, if you call the Cardinals and you just want to do a swap, you just want to trade if they want a new. What else do you do?
Shit for shittier?
Yeah, literally.
Each team needs a fresh start, I guess. But I mean, what you cut him?
Yeah, that's it's obviously a talking point. He's gonna be a tough guy to trade.
Yeah, that's the only
guy to trade.
That's why it's the only one that makes sense for me. They're both getting paid a lot of money, so we don't like him. You guys don't like him. Let's try each other's shit out. Like, I don't know. Let's wipe each other's ass. I don't know.
I mean, they could just go into next year with Tua.
Totally, they could have been benching him and say, all right, we'll figure it out next year. I don't know what the deal is with Tyreek Hill.
2023, he led the league in passing.
Yeah, remember they scored 70 points one game? Yeah, I don't think they scored 70 points in the last 4 games or something like that.
Teams realized, hey, let's just not let Tyreek Hill run 50 yards on the field and catch the ball. That was the turning point.
But then I thought they figured it out and they started running the ball. Then they get down by any sort of they were up 3-0 in that game. We didn't get to talk about it, but I had the Dolphins and I was like, they just got to score. They make the Steelers throw the ball. They want to run the ball too. Dig down to Kenneth Gainwell because he had 7 catches again. Yeah. I didn't. That was ridiculous. But yeah, I don't know what you do with Tua. Drop something.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't believe it landed.
Yeah, that was cool. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you do with them. You try to chip them. I know they're going to look around, and I just don't know any team that's going to want them besides maybe the Cardinals just say, all right, let's just swap them.
That is the only viable spot.
That's the only thing I can think of. Or you just cut them. You do Daniel Jones.
It is warm weather, so that's important.
Yeah. I think Kyler would do pretty good. I still believe in Kyler a little bit.
He's just too small.
He was awesome that one year, though.
Yeah, but he's
just like Tua.
He's just too small. That was 2020 or 2021. I think it was 2020. It's awesome year. So he's just with this. We're in 2025 now.
Yeah.
I mean, he was good that year, but let's.
I know they're going to call you, and you guys better just say turn around and shut up. They're going to call the Jets.
The Jets are going to entertain that.
Yeah, it's in division, so that definitely wouldn't help. But Yeah, definitely. They're going to call every team with picks and try to see what they can get, but he's not worth anything in my opinion.
Quinn Ewers is walking into like a polar opposite like first start than Max Brosnan.
Yeah.
Like I was just thinking about that, like playing against the Bengals defense compared to at home compared to going into Seattle. It's definitely.
I like the over. I think McDaniel's going to make it easy for him. I think they're not going to try to rip it down the field, checking for a lot of Waddle, like running across the field, slants, a lot of like they used to do those screens. I bet you're going to see Devon A-Chain at wide receiver getting those screens a lot. You're going to see Ollie Gordon on the field. I think Jalen Wright. You're going to use all their weapons, all that speed, and I think they're going to make it easy for him. So I like the over here, and because I don't like the Bengals defense and I don't love the Dolphins defense. But we'll move on to some good defenses. 4:00 slate starts. We got the Jaguars traveling to the Broncos. The Broncos are favored by 3 points.
Yeah, give me the Jags money line. I've been riding the Jags, man.
Yeah.
I've been riding the Jags. I hate the Broncos right now. Obviously, they are the 1 seed in the AFC, and the Broncos just coming off an amazing win against the Packers. Putting up that many points has been an outlier for them this year, obviously, and they covered last week, which is even more of an outlier, it seems. But give me Jags. I want the Jags to win, and I think they have a very good shot. Trevor Lawrence can maybe play decent, and you rely on Travis Etienne, to do a lot of the work and have that defense just keep that Broncos team to low scoring points, which they seem to do a lot.
Yeah, I love the Broncos here, and I love the under. Both teams scored a lot of points last week, but, the Broncos, they did play against Packers, so I don't have much to say about it. I just think it's an outlier game. The Jaguars' defense has been pretty good, and Trevor Lawrence is not going to score 6 touchdowns against the Broncos. It's not going to happen. They played the Jets last week. This Broncos team is not going to let that happen, and I don't think the Jags are really going to let that happen as well on the other side. And I think this number is higher than what it would have been because both these teams last week. 46.5. Give me the under. I like the under a lot. And give me the Broncos -3. And we'll move on to a game, I guess. Falcons traveling to Arizona. Falcons are favored by -3, and it sounded like Drake London might play is what I was seeing. It's kind of still in between, but sounds like he's going to give it a go.
Yeah, you described this game perfectly. It is a game. Yeah. It is a game. I really didn't know which way to go here. I wrote down Falcons, but I'm not going to bet this. Cardinals, maybe no Marvin Harrison again, so look for Michael Wilson to be 1995 Jerry Rice. And it's just a tough pick here, I feel like, because the Cardinals have been sneaky okay-ish, but I feel like they haven't covered them forever. But
no,
I don't know. I really just don't know.
Yeah, I'm rooting for the over. I got Brissett and McBride in that league winner take all, $1,000 to the winner. I'm in the semifinals, so I'm starting Brissett because quarterback's been a weak spot for me, but I'm hoping he can rip it around. I got Trey McBride, so give me the over in this game. And yeah, I don't really know, and I like the over more if Drake London plays too. Kirko looked better last week. Probably going to fall off a cliff, I would assume. But I don't like a side either. If I was to lean one way, it's tough. I don't know. I could just see the Cardinals. I think people might everybody watch the Falcons win that game. So I don't know.
Yeah, but you have to.
Falcons won that game against the Bucks. I don't know.
I think, a good point for your for the over is that the Cardinals have allowed 40-plus points in 4 of the last 6 games.
Yeah.
I think they're terrible. I don't think people really acknowledge how bad they are because they'll kind of come back a little bit at the end of games and their offense is a little interesting. But I don't know. If we get anything out of the Falcons like we saw last week, I think they kick their ass.
Yeah. It's just it's crazy because to start the year, they were in a bunch of games. They lost to the 49ers by 1 point. They lost to the Seahawks by 3. The Titans then beat them by 1 point. Then they lost to the Colts by 4. And then they lost to the Packers by 4. And then they beat the Cowboys and held them to 17 points. And then after that, they just fell apart. I thought the defense might be okay. And they completely fell apart. So I agree with that. So give me the over in this spot. And I kind of like the call. I don't know. I don't like a side. I'm not going to bet a side. Might bet on the over. But yeah, moving on to another huge spread. We got the Raiders, debatably the worst team in football, tied with my Giants record-wise, traveling to Houston. Houston's favored by -14.5.
Yeah, do we know who's playing quarterback?
Who is?
For the Raiders.
For the Raiders, I can check for you.
Is it Kenny or Geno? I thought you were thinking it might be somebody else.
No, I just didn't know if Geno's healthy.
The guy I'm facing, though, side note, is starting Trevor Lawrence against the Broncos because Patrick Mahomes got hurt.
6 touchdowns. Back-to-back weeks is going to be a move.
I am favored. This is the 1 seed. I'm playing. He's got Gibbs.
Is going to be Kenny Pickett.
All right, so Pickett is getting the start, and he didn't score a single point last week. I mean, Houston, they're favored by 14.5 points. It's a ton of points in an NFL game. But it is the Raiders. But
Go Raiders.
I wrote down Texans. I can't see myself take... Everything's falling out of my pocket. I can't see the Texans, or the Raiders, scoring points against this defense at all. But... yeah, so I wrote down Texans. It's ugly for the Raiders.
Yeah, I just think you're going to be back in the Texans again this week. It was your lock last week.
I think I'm going to stay away this week. That's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points. The same thing is the fear is just like the Texans offense. This is a bad defense. Like, if they give up 1 touchdown, that's a ton of points. Like, I just don't see the Texans scoring a ton. To stay away, but if I was to bet on it, I'm betting on the Texans. You can't bet on the Raiders.
Yeah, no.
I believe in the Texans offense, I think.
They have been trending up.
They had their struggles earlier in the year, and like against the Chiefs, it was tough in the second half. And I think when C.J. Stroud gets pressured, he is a different quarterback than when you give him a little bit of time. And so I think he can really dice them up. But I got a question for you guys: if you had to take I feel like there's one side that because garbage time, you can get a lot of yards. But if I set the Raiders over/under on total yards after they got, I think, 75 yards last week, if I set it at 120 this week, would you guys go over or under?
I would take the over.
You just need one, if I was to bet on it, you just need one drive.
Yeah.
You just need one drive. That's all you need. You just need one drive to go for 60 yards and somehow maybe score, and then you got to get I don't know. I wouldn't bet it. I just would not. I would just stay away.
I'd take the over.
I would definitely lean the over, I think. It's just so low.
It's so low.
But then I wouldn't be shocked if it went under. It wouldn't shock me.
The Texans do have this dominant of a defense, but
yeah. But yeah, we'll move on to a game that means a lot for the Lions here. I think they're on their last leg if they want to make the playoffs. Steelers traveling to Detroit. Detroit's favored by -7. Over under 51.5.
Yeah, I like the Lions here. I like -7.
Yeah.
One, I don't want to see the playoffs without the Lions. They have so much talent and they're a fun team to watch. It's just the Steelers they're weird. They're so weird. They'll look like they're coming off 2 great wins. Well, not 1 great win and then the beat down against Miami last week. But the Lions have too much talent on offense, and they have way more to play for because the Steelers are sitting pretty comfortable in their division right now.
Yeah.
And the Lions, they need to win. 3-0, and they're basically in the playoffs, so they do need help. Even if they won out, they need help. Yeah,
because if the Niners and the Bears won 2 more games, they can't catch them.
Mm-hmm.
But they play the Bears the last week, so they got to be rooting for the Packers this week. And the Niners and the Bears actually play each other next week, so I think they'll be rooting for the Niners.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but I love the Lions here. I mean, coming off a loss, we know that trend that they usually only the Giants covered.
I feel like it hasn't applied as much this year.
I think it was only the Giants game is what I saw the other day, but I could be wrong. But the defense scares me, so I can see how people like the over, but just don't trust the Steelers. And I'm actually gonna be rooting for the Lions heavy because in the next game I do like the Ravens, and I would love to see the Ravens Steelers game mean a whole lot. So yeah, give me the Lions to cover. I think they can cover big. Give me the Lions all day.
Yeah, I will say Aaron Rodgers though he's been resurging recently, and he's beating the Detroit Lions quite a few times. So
yeah, this is a different Lions team.
It is very different. I was thinking about that, but you never know.
Yeah, you never know. I think, and I also think some people even the people I think are always public on the Lions. They didn't pop up on anything today what I follow, so makes me think maybe people are a little bit out on them, and I can see it. That defense is just struggling right now, but. We'll move on to your Patriots on the road, Sunday Night Football. At least we got a good game on Sunday. We got the Patriots traveling to Baltimore. Baltimore's favored by -3.
Yeah, obviously I'm going to go Pats here. We need this win. I want to win the division very badly. We're 6-0 on the road this season. Great road team. I hope Vrabel really talks some sense to our defense. Mm-hmm. When we get up, we need you guys to perform a little bit better and not give up 5 straight touchdowns. And the Ravens have been somewhat weird. Ravens just don't look very good. I mean, they just don't. I know they had that win against the Bengals, shutout win, but it's, I'm going to go with the Pats. I think we're a more complete team. I'm hoping for a Drake May big day, So.
Yeah, I love the Ravens here. I think the spread, the spot, it just screams Ravens at me. And I don't know, I was watching a lot of stuff this week, and a lot of people are saying that the Patriots, without those runs, that offense struggled, those big runs. So they're scaring me a little bit, and the Ravens' defense is coming back. I'm also now heavily rooting for the Patriots not to get the 1 seed because of the trip we planned to Boston. It would be awesome if we're there when they have to play on Saturday. That would be sick when it would be their wild card weekend for a Bruins game. So I am rooting for the Patriots not to get the bye and that they play on Saturday night. That would be awesome. So that could be biased in my Ravens pick, but I did say earlier in the week I do like the Ravens in this spot a lot. Give me the Ravens -3. I just think it screams that I think a lot of people are going to still bet the Pats, but I am going to be rooting for Trevion Henderson because he's on the playoff team and going to need him to get some big runs again. So hopefully the Ravens can just keep up. But we'll move on to one last game this week. We got to watch Phillip Rivers again. We got the 49ers traveling to Indianapolis.
Yeah, I like the Niners -6. They've been very, very good. Colts, I think, are still missing Travarius Ward and Sauce Gardner, two of their 1 and 2 corners. And Phillip Rivers, he looked solid, man. I guess not really, but he had the touchdown pass to Pittman. But you can't really get behind 44-year-old Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
Niners are playing for way bigger implications because the Colts, although they still could make the playoffs, seem very lifeless at this point. So.
Yeah, I love the Niners too. That Colts defense is struggling, I think. I know they showed up last week against the Seahawks, but before that they were really trending down. And I think Brock Purdy, I know we said that maybe he's not the guy. I think he's better than Mac Jones. He looks great. I think he is the Niners quarterback. I think he can win a lot of football games, and the offense seems to be having fun. And they seem to be locked in because George Kittle in an interview, he said that the offense been trending up, and he literally said, "Look how we played." He literally said, "Look who we played. We got to keep playing football, keep doing what they're doing." So I like the Niners -6 here. A little scared, gets very public, but I just can't get myself to bet on Phillip Rivers, even though if you did last week, you won.
Yeah.
So, yeah, with that, we'll get into our leans. I can go first. I like the Ravens. I like the Lions a lot. Then I like the Broncos, the Cowboys, the Saints, and then I like the Giants. This is the first week I don't have one underdog, I just said.
Really?
Yeah. That's rare.
Wait. You just said you have the Giants. So
Giants. You're right. I do have an underdog. I never think we're underdogs.
Yeah, that's true, man. I'm winning Jags, Panthers. I like the Eagles -6.5. Browns money line.
Yeah.
Put your yearly salary on the Browns money line. It's gonna pay off.
I do like the Commanders on Saturday too. I didn't say that one.
And then for me, I like the Bears on the money line. I really, I mean, it was a tough first half the last time they played the Packers, but
the Bears.
They played really well in the second half, and I don't know, the Packers, we're going to really see a test of their character this week after losing Micah, and so, I don't know, I think the Bears are...
I don't know if I actually will bet on that game. I might just ride out the football parlay. That's what I'm saying. I don't know the Packers are going to show up in defense. That's what I'm worried about, too.
I like the Chargers +2.5, Vikings -3, Panthers +3, Jags +3, and the good old Atlanta Falcons -2.5.
Yeah. I'm leaning that the Lions are going to be my lock this week, though. I think they're going to blow the doors off the Steelers. But, moving on, we're going to get into the pod parlay. We actually moved through those games quicker than I thought. We didn't do too bad of a job. We got to call our guests. Well, I got to call the guests. Mr. Benjamin Swartz we're going to be calling. He said he's been an avid watcher of the show, he said to us this weekend. So, see hopefully he picks up, or maybe he's not a fan of the show. I did tell him 5:15, so we're a little early.
I told him 5 minutes ago, so
oh,
we're a little early on that too.
My phone's cold. Hello.
Yo.
Benjamin, you're on the show. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How you guys doing?
We're doing good, man. We just went through all the games, and we called you. We made it through a little early. I know we're a little early what we told you, but you're right near the phone. We like that.
I love it. Hey, I'm ready to go.
All right, man.
Looking at the slate.
Oh, he's been all day looking at the slate. Well, we always let the guests go first, so we'll let you. Who do you think is going to get in the end zone this week?
Can you do Thursday night?
No, we can't because we posted after. You don't want to do that game anyway. There's a lot of defense.
I hate it. Nope, I hate it anyways. It's a big week.
Big week. We're 2 weeks in a row, 3-1.
Coming on, guy.
No, he
Double
can't do
sub.
Kyle Monunga. He
No,
knows
I'm
that.
not gonna go with any of that. No, he's on the ban list. You know what? Feed me RJ Harvey.
RJ Harvey. Okay, I do like
Feed me
that.
RJ Harvey.
All right, I think
Been hot.
I like that a lot. I like the Broncos a lot this week.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be points in that game, and I think he's the one. He's gonna punch it in.
I like that pick a lot. All right, Eric, I'll let you go first. Who you like?
I like Trey McBride against the Falcons.
Like it.
He's scoring a lot of touchdowns with Jacoby, and so I'm just gonna take him.
Producer Stick, what are you feeling this week?
Omari and Hampton.
I like that a lot against the Cowboys. Squeak one in. All right, and now I'm going to go back. I picked him a couple weeks ago. I'm going to go with Bucky Irvin against the Panthers this week. We got a little less odds, but hopefully we can see this one go in. We got plus 1,500, 1,582 we got. So I like this one a lot. This is a little bit lower odds of everybody that we've got. I like this one a lot. I think it's the one. It would cover everything and a little more. Pay for Christmas, I think. So thank you, Benjamin, for your pick, and we'll see you Friday. Big game Friday. You like Oklahoma or Bama?
Yes, Oklahoma.
Yes, sir. We're all on Oklahoma. It's going to be a squad ride that night.
Yo, Aiden's gonna walk
Aiden's
in.
gonna walk in.
And be like, Alabama.
Oh, I got
money line.
Bama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sharp.
It's all right, we'll see you Friday.
Thanks, Ben.
Yep, see you.
See it.
Did I turn my phone up all the way? Nope. Hopefully they can hear him.
I heard him fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can. It definitely fun.
All right. This is one of the lower odds when we're doing, so we got to see when Caps through. I was thinking about a
Should have
lot.
done DK.
DK Metcalf?
Shamir.
Oh, Shamir. DK would have been good too. It should have did Isaac Tesla. But, all right, yeah, so that's what we got this week. So next week, we don't have to talk about that yet. So we'll see you on... But Sunday, yeah, we have the normal recap. I'm getting ahead of myself with all the holidays coming up, but we'll cover that next week. Yeah, anything else that went on around the... Oh, Knicks won the NBA Cup.
Oh, yeah.
The first chip I've seen since 2011 when I was, 7? Yeah, I thought the game was really good, though. I think a lot of people are selling it. I actually thought it was interesting last night. They were playing basketball. I don't think it's a bad thing what they're doing.
Man, fuck Victor wet bananas, bro.
Yes, me and Eric did cook up a parlay, and Victor Wembanyama barely even played, I felt like, and he was the one who sold. Like we said, we got to stop with those, but maybe we never will.
Yeah, maybe avid NBA fans knew that and is laughing at us right now.
Yeah,
we don't pay attention that much to NBA.
We will, but right now, I have turned on a lot of games, but my problem is the Knicks are on MSG. I don't pay for MSG. Mm-hmm. So when they've been on Prime and stuff, I've been turning on. We've been turning on the games. We watched the Bucks Knicks a couple weeks ago, but I am a fan of the NBA Cup now. I really do. I don't mind it at all. I don't get why people hate it. I don't agree with that. Yes, now when I go to MSG, there is a banner that's going to be up there about the NBA Cup, but
that's where
but the Lakers hung one up, so why not?
I think
it's
required.
I think silver makes you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
did you see the clip of Josh Hart grabbing Jalen Brunson's ass?
Yeah.
What type of freaky
all
talk
of a sudden, I saw a tweet from Josh Hart saying "caught in 4K."
Yeah.
And I click on go to the comments.
He is plump.
As they were celebrating the trophy, he just snuck in a little grab, and Jalen Brunson immediately turns around and gets all serious, wondering who did.
Yeah, shout out Mitchell Robinson. He played a hell of a game. That was part of it too. He was shot when Wembanyama was in there. He plays with everybody. And yeah, I do like the Knicks a lot. I got to be praying that maybe Tatum doesn't come back because I would be scared of the Celtics more. But I think the Knicks right now probably are the best team in the East. I'm not really scared of the Pistons. I know they're up there too. And all I know is that Jalen Brunson could somehow win a NBA Finals. He will be a New York legend. Yeah. I think he'll be above any New York person you can name.
Well, Frazier, dude.
I think I'm not even talking basketball. I'm not just talking basketball. The Knicks are something that most New Yorkers come together. I know there's the Nets, but I feel like Six a Nets fan, but I think they have a smaller fan base than say the Mets, Yankees. Even though the Yankees are huge, I get that. I just think the Knicks are where everybody comes together a lot of times, and I think Jalen Brunson would be huge. People love Carmelo Anthony. He won one playoff series. Yeah. I watched it. Jalen Brunson is probably the best Knick maybe ever. Maybe Patrick Ewing. I know they won a lot of series.
It would probably still be past.
But Brunson's got to get up there. I mean, they've been winning, so hopefully they get in the playoffs again because I do like watching them. Oh, they should be in the playoffs again. I mean, 10 teams get a shot. So the NBA, a ton of teams make the playoffs. But Yeah, and I know Luke Weaver got signed by the Mets today. Didn't hate that. Dustin May officially is a Cardinal.
Things are heating up for Ketel Marte in Boston.
Yeah, you think so?
That's what I keep seeing. But the thing I've learned from
you see a lot of things about your
Red
team.
Sox. There's a lot of rumors. They're like, oh, we're close to doing this, and then it never happens. So anytime I see a post, I'm like, I just scoff. And
I
just
saw a great TikTok today. It was this guy, I don't follow him, but he pops up on my For You page a lot about MLB The Show. Me and Eric play MLB The Show a lot. And, well, not right now. We do when it comes out for a long time. But I saw, because a lot of people were saying Scooble to the Dodgers could be real. And he had a video, and he was like, everybody's worried about that the Dodgers can ruin the MLB. I'm worried about how expensive that live collection is going to be.
Yeah.
He's like, that live collection, what are they going to put? 99 overall? You have Shohei.
You already got 700 fucking K stubs.
They got Diaz now. Like, that was crazy. But that would be unreal if they do it for Scooble. I know the Mets have been a part of it, but the problem is like, the Tigers should get a lot for it. I know it's a huge haul, but he is like a rental unless you feel so confident that you can get him.
Yeah.
And more Mets news is that Scott Boras is Mark Viento's agent, so he won't be a Met probably in the future. Yeah, crazy.
Can't feel the ground ball, like you said. So.
Yeah, but he could DH. He was electric in that playoff run. Eric when he watches Mark Vientos, always hits home run.
He's a big Vientos guy.
He's a big Vientos guy.
It's bombs. Every time I watch the Mets, Vientos is going yah.
Yeah. But no, trades are starting to pick up. Tucker's out there, a big talking one that people aren't. I guess he's not getting as much money as what he thought he was going to get. Bregman's the same thing. He opted out. Bregman's a guy I would really love the Mets to go get. I haven't seen anything out there that we're really doing it, but I would love that fit. And then we got Muna. I can't say his name. The Munataka Morikami.
Oh, the guy from
lefty from Japan. He's a big name out there. Then there's that pitcher. Can't really say his name. I would have to look it up. And then Cody Bellinger's still out there. So a lot of news still to come. But excited for MLB to get going. I always love when spring training starts in a couple months. But big week of football, college football playoffs. Go Oklahoma. I think the whole squad's going to be on them. Hopefully Aiden's on Bama.
Hopefully.
And anything else you guys got?
No, I think I'm good.
We're going to see Avatar tomorrow.
We are going to see Avatar. Me and Steve have a little date.
Yep.
So.
I hope it's good.
I do too.
I think the second one was as good as the first one. I love long movies. Is that a crazy take?
If it sucks.
Not at all.
I love long
movies. It gives
movies.
more time for them to really tell the story.
Did you watch Endgame in theaters?
No. But
that was awesome in theaters, and that was 3 hours long.
Yeah, if the movie's great, I love long.
Is this like the final? Is this like a trilogy? I haven't. Or is there like? Is it like the end? Like
I would imagine so. Unless they have planning for a fourth, but it's the same. I think it's Jake Sully, all of them, yada yada. Yeah. The plot is another Avatar species is like villains.
I think it's going to be about. This is all hypothetical now. I think it's going to be about that whatever clan, like the Ash people clan, like whatever they are, were they Nabi, what they call them on that planet?
Yeah, something.
They aren't gonna like that Jake Sully is still there because all the humans want to kill him. So I think they're gonna be mad about and they're gonna want to get him. That's my idea. Hopefully it's good.
I already know how the movie's gonna go.
You know how it's gonna go.
Those two are gonna beef. Ash people are gonna kill people. They're gonna kill people. Sully's gonna prove himself to the Ash people. He seems to be the chosen one in this universe. And then the humans are going to come in again. They're going to team up and destroy the humans.
Hopefully it's good.
James Cameron already has his sights set on an Avatar 4 and 5.
That guy needs to chill the fuck out.
No, but so it's not even going to be an ending. Is it true that we're going to see an Endgame trailer? I mean, a Doomsday trailer tomorrow? I kept seeing that.
Yeah, they maybe. I don't know. They've been it was small little teasers coming out. They announced Steve Rogers.
Steve Rogers is back.
Which is crazy. It's so funny. So they have Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans. So those two actors are coming back for these movies. And both of them 7 years ago died. So it's weird what they're doing. It's the last 7 years of the movies kind of don't mean anything.
It's like Steve Rogers went back in time, though.
Yeah, but then he came back, he was 90 years old. So he died.
You can do whatever with the multiverse.
Yeah, but it's what was the last 7 years for? So I hope they do well with it.
Well, that's our movie talk for our segment.
It's a great movie talk.
Set up a separate podcast for that. But.
Yeah, we maybe someday, keep chugging along. Go check out our socials. We've been doing more stuff on that, and we keep talking about we're going to pump out more stuff on that, so keep your eyes on that. We're looking to get everything better. HTH Sports _ is what our socials are, and yeah, and we'll see you guys Sunday.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment,
Please.
subscribe. I always forget to do that in the beginning because I know some people don't make it to the end. It's longer videos.
Yeah.
But yes, like, comment, subscribe. Please, please, please. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. It's free. It doesn't hurt you at all. And we do get more views than subscribers. And I know sometimes people come back and it gives you 2 views. I understand that. I still don't know how many views are people we don't know. Dude, have you ever thought about that?
Yeah.
Like, I think it's still a majority of people we do know that watch us. I'm so curious. So if you're out there and you're still watching and you have no clue who we are, leave a comment because I'm very curious.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to you. I'm very curious because some people comment and it seems like on TikTok and stuff, like maybe they come back to our TikToks a lot. I've realized some people have followed our TikTok account. I don't know if they've made their way over. So I'm just curious. So if you made it to the end and you don't know who we are, and if you do know who we are, let us know you made it to the end.
Absolutely.
And go Oklahoma. So Andrew, if you're still watching this, you're welcome. We're all going to be in Oklahoma. But we should all tell Aiden, because Aiden won't watch it. Let's all text Aiden, squad ride Bama.
Yeah. Wait, no, because
it doesn't even matter. Yeah. Like, he'll take even whatever we tell him.
No, because if he shows up at Oklahoma, we're screwed. We are screwed.
GG's.
Because Eric sold, but Aiden did have the Packers last week, so he gets a null.
So real.
It is a no.
Yeah. But all right, well, we'll get out of here. If you leave a comment, especially if you don't know us, I'm very curious. And thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys will see this Tuesday. We'll see you on Tuesday.